Hey everybody, it's Thursday again, and I am recording this video through a direct upload onto YouTube because I can't seem to get my camera to work. So that is going to be interesting because I don't think I've ever done this. So we'll see. Um, the topic this week is the 5 books you like the best that you read this year, and my first instinct was just to name all the 5 books of the Song Ice and Fire that are currently out because I read this entire series this year and I fell in love with it, and it's just this is my copy of A Dance with Dragons, and I seriously need to know what happens to these characters because one of the things that I like best while reading it is that it's so huge. There are 5 books, and I think they're each around 1,000 pages. So once I started, it felt like it was never going to end, and I love that one because a lot of times I have when I'm just reading a single book that like, ooh, I can't read too fast, or I can't get too much into it because it's going to be over soon, and this just took a really long time to read, which I loved. But also, nobody is safe because all the main characters get killed off, and now there's some people that I really want to be okay and just get married and have babies and live wonderful lives. But we'll see. I think book 6 is like another 3 years away, so who knows. But yes, this is number 1. Second book is this book, right over here, To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee. This is the 50th anniversary edition, and I got this book basically because I thought this is a book that I should have read by now. It's pretty cool, and I really, really liked it. If you're American, you probably know this, because apparently every school teaches this book, I've heard. I don't know, I haven't been to school there, but I can understand why, because it's definitely challenged my views of the world. And for those of you who do not know, it's about racism, mainly, and what I think was the brilliant part of it is that it's told from the perspective of a little girl, and because of that, Harper Lee can just criticize everything and be extremely sarcastic about society, and it's all okay because it's a little girl, and it can be sort of brushed off as just innocence. Also, this edition is gorgeous. Yes, I like this one a lot. Book number 3, I read. All my books are over here. Book number 3, I read in the beginning of this year. My super original pick, The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. I also have the Dutch edition, and I also have the audiobook. And I think I read each of these, at least 2 times. So this is definitely a book that has been read a lot by me this year, and I liked it so much, especially the first time that I read it, the English edition. There are sentences in this book that seriously make me laugh and cry at the same time, and I never had that with a book, ever. I mean, I cry a lot while reading, and I laugh a lot while reading, but never simultaneously, so that was really cool. And also, John Green is an amazing writer, and the prose, it's awesome. So yes, in the unlikely event that you haven't read this book yet, I strongly suggest that you do. Book number 4 is a book I read a lot more recently. It's The Book Thief by Markus Zusak. I got this one in New York this summer, and I read it on the plane back, and it's beautifully written, which I really appreciate. But also, it's about the Second World War, for those of you who don't know, and it's about a little girl who steals books, basically. But also, the cool thing about this book is that it's told from the perspective of death, and not sort of the crazy death that we all know from like movies and Reaper kind of stuff. But Death is really a comfortable, like comforting character, and you sort of feel bad for him, and you can understand where he's coming from, and he's sort of the good guy, I guess. Or at least that's how it made me feel, and I thought that was really cool, because I never read about death in that way. So that was really cool. Not the 5, that's the Dutch word. The 5th book, I'm gonna miss editing on this video, but oh well. The 5th book was a tie. First I was thinking one of these 2. This is Unwind by Neil Shusterman. Move this way. Unwind by Neil Shusterman is the Dutch edition. And this is the Dutch edition of The Ross Shaw text by Stephen Hall. These books were both surprisingly good, in my opinion. But in the end, I decided to make these 2 just honorary mentions, because the 5th book is actually also a series. It's the Aragon series that I read on my e-reader, so I don't have the physical copy of the book to show you. And I read it after my sister has been a fan for a really long time, and the first time, like, I started the first book, and the next morning it was finished, and I just had to know what happened, and I loved the intense character development, and yes, basically it really made me wish I could have dragons, because dragons are awesome. I still need to read the fourth book in the series. It's called Inheritance, I believe. Uh, yes, I want to know what happens. I'm really excited about that. I think my sister actually has it, so we should be able to borrow it from her. Just awesome. Um, those are the 5 books I wanted to talk about. Rich, that was a really cool topic for this week. I really liked it, and I wish you a very happy birthday on Sunday. I will see you again next Thursday. Bye.